session of Pop Stories by Fred Dietz. Again, this is another one that I wrote. The Dragon Chronicles of Montangna. My grandfather held a child on his lap. Other children were seated by the fireplace. Things are not always as they have been. Why, take this area. Believe it or not, there used to be dragons. He paused. Dragons come in different colors and sizes. Some are as big as mountains, others as small as pebbles. Some were green, red, blue, and black as dark as night. He shook his head. I can assure you that all dragons are not the same. A family of dragons lived in the mountains above this house. He rubbed his face as he tried to remember. Let's see, from youngest to oldest, there were Emma Grace, Isaiah, Courtney, Joshua, Aubrey, Megan, Aaron, and a mother and a father dragon. The children stared in amazement. What were they like? Asked one child. They were like any family, replied the grandfather. They used to play games, go to school, and get into trouble like other children. He took off his glasses to wipe the spot. He slowly replaced them. On one hot summer day, I remember the family flew off for a picnic to the lake. Courtney, Joshua, Aubrey, Megan, Aaron, Isaiah, and Emma Grace flew in front. Father and mother carried a large cart filled with beach supplies. It was not a far trip, as the dragons fly. Aaron flew between the peaks of the mountains. He would dive from the mountains down to the grass. Megan did the same, until she misjudged the angle. She slid off the grass, after leaving a long, sliding trail. Megan has grass stains, taunted Aaron as he flew backwards. Megan glared at her brother. Then she ducked her head and winced. Aaron flew into the side of a mountain. Ouch, that's gonna leave a mark, said Megan as she landed next to her brother. As he brushed himself off, the three middle dragons flew ahead. Quickly, the two joined their siblings flying over the last mountain. Upon seeing the sand around the lake, all seven let out a loud yell. Courtney and Aubrey headed straight to the beach. Aubrey started to build a sandcastle for her favorite doll by the lake's edge. She built a large castle with a tower. Aubrey placed her doll on top of the castle. Courtney was busy next to Aubrey, filling up a bucket with water and sand, in just the right amounts to make sandwiches. After all, she said, how can you have a picnic without sandwiches? She made several sandwiches. Aubrey, Courtney, lunch is ready for your doll. Okay, responded Aubrey. She'll be right down. Aubrey carried her doll over to the sandwiches. Just as the doll, Aubrey and Courtney sat down by the sandwiches, a large splash covered all three. Joshua! Yelled Courtney and Aubrey. Joshua dove deep into the lake from high above. Straight down from the sun into the water went Joshua. The waves splashed right over the three. Joshua was laughing as he came out of the water. And in a wink, he was gone. As the girls shook the water off, they could see Joshua gliding far over the lake. Suddenly, the girls were drenched again. This time it was by a large rock which landed in the water. Courtney and Aubrey were looking around to see where it came from. Joshua was too far away to have thrown it. Sorry, came Aaron's voice. He flew down to pick up the rock. He flew high into the sky. Courtney and Aubrey followed. The two landed on a flat space next to the mountain. Aaron threw the rock at Megan. The rock drew closer. Megan hit it with a blast of fire. It arced high into the air. Aaron flew after it. His wings flapped as hard as he flew. As he neared the rock, another form grabbed the rock from before he did. Joshua climbed out of the lake to spear it. Joshy! Yelled Aaron. Bring our rock back so we can finish playing Rock Blast. Joshua blasted the rock to Aaron. Aaron caught the rock. As he turned to face Megan, a clear call could be heard coming from the lake. There was Mother Dragon calling to all. Lunch. Courtney, Aubrey, and Joshua ran to the table from the lake. As he ran, Joshua would shake water from himself and onto Courtney. Aaron and Megan swooped down from the mountains where they had been playing. A large blanket was spread on the ground. Mother had made sandwiches and pies. Large pitchers of dragon tea were all about the blanket. Father Dragon carried a plate filled with grilled sausages and fresh roasted corn to the table. He was hinted to be a dragon at times. All sat down and enjoyed the fine meal Mother Dragon had prepared. For each she had made a special dish. All through the picnic, one could hear dragon laughter. Afterwards, there were many more games of Rock Blast, Tag, and Hide and Go Seek. It's more interesting to play from the clouds to the mountaintops to the lake. They were swimming and flying races. In the midst of the games, another dragon joined in. It was Jessica Dragon. She is famous for having 12 toes and liking liver pizza. There was always room for another dragon to play. As the day goes, it gave way to night. Father built a large bonfire for roasting marshmallows. All were gathered about, singing dragon summer songs. It is not to be missed. At last they took flight. As they flew beneath the moon and stars, they would light their way with fiery blasts. It was time for little ones to sleep. The family crossed into a cave above the lake. While little eyes closed, the weather changed. Warmth was replaced by winds driven by the north wind. Wild bolts of light struck the sky so hard the sky shook. Father knew their hearts would beat faster and sleep would leave. Father whispered into their ears this blessing. The sound is the sound of dragon wings, for the other dragons have come to help this family of dragons. They are beating their wings to drive the storm away. The thunder and lightning are being driven back by the flapping of the wings. He went to each little ear. To Courtney he whispered, in you is the heart of a dragon, for it is the strength of heart, for you will always be tested. To Megan his words were thus, for you the heart is of hope. Hope for what will be and what you will be able to teach. Next he whispered to Joshua, for you it is of adventure. You will be our adventurer. And to Aubrey's ear came this charge, serenity. Lastly he moved to Aaron, who had been firstborn. Tonight I will leave you with a word of courage, to dream and to see your dream. The wind, the light, and the sound moved farther away at that time. I'll tell you, it was exciting, said Grandfather. He rested from telling his tale. You almost sound like you've lived it, said a child from the floor. He looked over his glasses. What makes you think I didn't?